folks, welcome to Iron Laboratories. Hi, I'm Andrea. My title at Iron Laboratories is Executive Administrator. I started in the medical marijuana field in some dispensaries volunteering up in Genesee County. Started there about 2009, and through there I went to school for medical lab tech. So I actually have a science background as well with sample intake and proper handling of samples. We have gas chromatography machines back there, which we are ISO accredited for 8 different cannabinoids. We also are working with a high-pressure liquid chromatography machine, which we're ISO accredited. We have a really great staff of scientists. We have somebody who touches on every department within our lab. Any questions that come to us, we usually have multiple minds working on them. With science being the field it is, it's not just a one-man crew, which is definitely something that sets us apart. We have the staff to answer any questions.
Hi, my name is Matt Kyman. I'm the HPLC technician here at Iron Laboratories. I specialize in your edible testing. I have a biochemistry degree with a specialty in molecular biology from Michigan State University.
Hello, my name is Brent Layton. I'm the head biologist here at Iron Laboratories. Well, I've studied cannabis most of my life, and I studied wildlife and molecular biology at U of M.
Hello, I'm Joseph Rakowski, laboratory manager at Iron Laboratories. My background is in laboratory management and instrumentation. I supervise calibration of all the instruments, operate the mass spectrometers, repair the instruments, and ensure traceability of our results to NIST standards.
You need to know what's in your medication so you know how to go about dosing yourself.
THC and CBD are 2 cannabinoids found in cannabis. THC is the psychoactive component where CBD is non-psychoactive. That means that THC is going to get you high where CBD don't. Both THC and CBD are good for cancer and other ailments. CBD is good for pain, for seizures. Epileptic patients often use CBD in order to control their seizures. We find that the entourage effect of mixing them together actually works the best. They seem to work better than one or the other separately.
For the edibles, I also test CBDA and THCA, which are the acid compounds that are associated with those cannabinoids. Those are the unactivated compounds, and these acid forms aren't truly medicinal in the sense that the community thinks of them as. They're more medicinal as in a vitamin kind of sense. But if you're looking for those psychoactive strong medicinal relief values, you have to actually activate and decarboxylate your medicine in order to get those. Decarboxylation is the conversion of the acid cannabinoids, as in THCA and CBDA, into their active cannabinoid compounds, which is the THC and the CBD itself. In order to decarboxylate, you have to heat your actual compound, your actual product, up to a certain temperature for a certain amount of time in order to release the CO2 and activate your product.
So when you smoke it or cook it to make it edibly active, you then would consume the delta-9 THC form, whether you inhale it or ingest it. If you ingest it, the delta-9 THC is converted into delta-11 hydroxy THC.
Now that's an interesting concept because this delta-11 hydroxy THC can actually be more psychoactive and slightly more euphoric and weirder. This is one of the reasons why edibles are often more sedative or more stony highs. So it can be a very dangerous game, which is what testing comes in for, so that I can tell you exactly what levels you're at and you don't push anyone too far.
If you're taking one medication and it's only at 13%, and then you're starting on another medication and it's at 25%, that's a big difference. You can definitely over-medicate, you can get side effects you're not looking for.
When you're looking for the potency of the plant, when you're talking about mainly you're looking at the psychoactive properties. So you want to look mainly at the delta-9 THC. Now, there are other cannabinoids involved and the terpenes involved, but if you're looking mainly for what most people look at in potency, it's delta-9 THC. So if you're going to compare things, you should compare apples to apples and just look at one cannabinoid, that comparison one at a time.
Also, it comes down to the things that are in your medication aside from just the cannabinoids. We're testing for mites, aphids, and thrips. as well as mold and powdery mildew.
Never judge a sample by the naked eye. The other day we had some samples come in here that looked just absolutely beautiful to the naked eye. We put them under the microscope and they were absolutely covered in mold. There were so many different species, so many different types growing. They'd obviously just put it in a jar way too soon. It was wet and everything just continued to grow and grow and grow in the jar. You couldn't see it to the naked eye, but under the microscope it was terrible. While there are small amounts of mold in the atmosphere and everywhere around, patients with compromised immune systems really have to worry about it because it's something that might not harm the average person could definitely cause an infection in somebody that is immunocompromised.
None of those things you would find in your over-the-counter prescriptions or things from Rite Aid, so you shouldn't have to settle for that quality anywhere. The future of Iron Labs, I think, is very exciting. We have moved out to Eugene, Oregon. We're here in Michigan. We cover all of the state of Michigan.
The laws are changing in this country. Every state is looking at their laws and deciding whether or not they want to become a medical state or full recreational.
So we have started to expand our testing horizons already, especially with Eugene out there.
We're validating results for Oregon, preparing for regulatory compliance in the recreational market. Here in Michigan, we handle the medical marijuana testing services, whereas in Oregon, they not only have medical, but they also have recreational. So it's a whole different set of rules and guidelines that we need to adhere to operate in such a regulatory environment. So I'm responsible for taking our methods here and creating a new method that is not only in compliance with Iron Laboratories protocol, but also in compliance with Oregon's Environmental Laboratory Accreditation Program.
Iron Labs wants to be able to test anything that there is about cannabis. We want to be able to test heavy metals, pesticides, microbial impurities, pests, anything, and we want to be able to do that in every state so that way the patients have access to clean medicine. Because it's all about the patients. We want to make sure the patients have access to the cleanest, best, safest medicine. If that happens, we know we did our job.
We'd definitely love to have any Michigan medical card holder or anybody interested in testing stop out and see us or give us a call. We'd love to answer any questions and be a great resource for you guys in the future.